Yeah, I kind of wondered if I could trick him. Now he has no idea what to do. Now if I leave his range of patrol, he'll probably eventually go back to where he was standing earlier. And I might be able to sneak up on him, but I doubt that. Or he'll just be stuck. Yeah, he is unable to be snuck up on. Like, he's alerted to me right now. I'm curious though. Like, if I enter the next area, can I come back and backstab him? Let's find out. Really? Come on, game. Alright, fine. It wasn't that big a deal, I just wanted to try it. You know, I was actually just attacking the guys without actually thinking about what I was doing. I should probably plan out my actions a little better. I thought maybe he could do the same effect Lucian is doing. Can I deactivate their shield with lightning strike? Let's find out. Yeah, okay. Now, I don't know if it's a side effect of it being Aetheria or his rainbow shell. So I'm gonna... I mean, I don't know if it's a side effect of his light fury or if it's the rainbow shell. Let me see, does this... grants the wielder immense power, it doesn't... It just says it's an Aetherium greatsword. I assume it's not the rainbow shell, but let's go ahead and try changing the augments just a little bit. Wait. Okay. Soha has a rainbow shell, so if it's the rainbow shell, then she can disable it. I don't think it is, but there's only one real way to test these kind of things. Nope. Okay, so it's strictly a light fury thing. I'm curious. Will this affect it? Let's try Blizzard. I want to see if I can just like mass disable Aetherium barrier with anything. It does, so that does work. This does less damage, but it looks more visually impressive. Okay. Unfortunately, since he's the fastest, he won't have any TP to spend as his opening move. So that's something to keep in mind. Alright, I want to try that. I'm curious to see if that will disable everybody. I mean, there's no reason for this to disable everybody, but maybe the Light Fury allows him that the moment he touches anybody, their barrier goes away. So I'm going to give that a shot. It affects all opponents, so... Queen of Diamonds.
Day in and day out, I had to suffer in silence. I had to sit by and watch as he favored you, daughter of a streetwalker. I had to grin and bear as he fell victim to your manipulations and neglected my children. Kasim and Nadia, their reputations ruined by you and your dead father. You bend the minds of others with your magic. You mesmerize the weak-willed with your charms, and you deceive everybody. All of you are fools to fall under this girl's spell. She walks this life with her gentle and demure demeanor, her sweet voice, her beauty. It is all deception and trickery. Underneath her polished exterior is an utterly insane soul. You will all regret it if she's not stopped here and now.
Well, you know what? She's helping us fight. And you are not. You are siding with the enemy, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
I do not sympathize with your plight, false queen. You are nothing more than a political pawn for my father, otherwise insignificant. Now that you have a small chance at power, which you can only get by marrying a king, you are recklessly abusing it. Because of you, my people suffer.
Soha, this is a highly illegal action. Please withdraw from here before you cause a major international incident. Veridia attacked the Barrack-Tor, which Soha defended with defectors. I don't think it gets much more illegal than that. In fact, since she's defected, no longer matters what she does for Sayunaa. Unless she actually captures control, then it becomes whatever.
Please, Ambassador, I will deal with this manipulative little demon myself. You are the bane of my existence, Soha. Oh, you think I care about power? No, I only wish to harm you. Nothing brings me greater pleasure. I've already given away this country and the contents of the royal treasury to Veridia, and even after I'm gone, this miserable land will feel the aftershock for generations. Even if you have indeed surpassed your father, as they say, and can easily defeat me, it doesn't matter. Those more powerful than me would destroy you if there's any justice in this world.
I'm surprised I actually did anything to him. I figured they'd have a barrier on. Darn it, but I can't do anything yet with backstab, so I gotta wait. I don't know if they actually have Aetheria Bearer. I guess let's just do this anyways. Easy way to find out they have Aetheria Bearer. I'll smack one of these guys. Yeah, alright. Can't really think of anything I want to do. So far, this fight seems pathetically easy. Did it do no damage? Maybe I just didn't see it. Well, we're demoralized. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Oh, less magic damage. So I don't think this counts as... I don't know if this counts as magic damage. Maybe a combination of both. Too slow, quite literally. Chop her head off and parade it around the palace. Quest complete. The coalition is ready. If you're gonna do a civil war, you better win. Otherwise, you're just wasting people's lives for what? Your pride?
It is done. You, Veridian ambassador.
Yes. Don't kill me. I was ordered to serve that madwoman.
Relax. It is my hope that we can begin to mend the situation now that your puppet has been removed from power. My power. Wahaha.
You are treading dangerous ground, Soha. Veridia will not stand for this. Weren't you just blubbering in fear a minute ago? Really?
A shame. But it does not matter to my people. You've been toyed with and manipulated by your country, but no more, as I would not allow my country to bow to anyone. You will now bear witness to my coronation. It is diplomatic prudence, no?
Very well. I suppose I have no choice but to make the arrangements immediately. It is about... Oh, yeah, that's Albrecht. I thought that was the Templar.
It is about damn time! I have waited for far too long. Father, your dream is being realized. It's too bad you chose the wrong side of history. You can't do this! My family has held this seat for generations! Oh ho ho, little boy! I most certainly can do this! Your enemies surround you, your meager supporters gone. An irrelevant dynasty ends today, Randolph.
Yeah, Randolph, you really should not have opposed Aldor. The reason I assume Randolph opposed him is because Aldor said that he was facing exile for leaving to help Lucian. So if he's facing exile, that means that there's nothing standing between Randolph and his enemies. So good job, Randolph. You had this coming then.
I will allow you...
Oh, that's actually, I guess I'll hold my judgment on that, but I don't know if that's something more devious right here.
I will allow you to abdicate peacefully, of course. It's your choice.
I actually expected the kid to get killed right there. The throne awaits you, Soha. Finally, things are as they should be. Your dad just died. I know it's been like a week since I played, but I haven't forgotten that. Is that how you're saying things should be? Really? And her dad just died. I think she'd rather her dad, for all her life, he's been king. That makes sense. So it's not as how she feels it should be either.
I will never forget you, my closest allies and my closest friends. Ah, shucks. Get out of here, prom queen. Go inherit a country, eh?
Inheritance through violence. A common means of career advancement. The Denari Conclave officially sanctions your claim to the Imperial throne with the blessing of the Avatars. Congratulations, Emperor Albrecht. May you lead our great civilization into an eternal golden age.
Yes, I expected no less.
Well then, have you considered your first edict?
There is nothing holding the Empire of Veridia back any longer. My first edict is that the entirety of the strength and will of this empire be mobilized for total war. Nothing can possibly stand in our way. We need but draw up the battle plans. Grand Exemplar Sigmund, I trust you to command our forces to destroy all who stand against us.
That is exactly the same problem Randolph had. Entrusting all the power to someone else. You just say, essentially, we're putting everything into our military. Here you go, Sigmund, here's the military. Of course, Emperor. May the light of Veridia penetrate every corner of this world. We have in our company the heads of state of the Barak Tor and the Federation of Gondwana, as well as the ambassador from the Empire of Veridia. Our purpose is to confirm the legitimacy of Soha's ascension to the royal throne of Sayunaa.
Gondwana recognizes Soha as the new queen.
What? Ah, yes. Well, obviously. The Barak Tor recognized Soha as queen.
And the Veridian ambassador? Yes, Veridia sees no reason to dispute the legitimacy of Soha's claim. Even though you have taken it exclusively by force, I suppose I'll have to... Yes, thank you, Ambassador. That's good enough.
I accept this responsibility with a great sense of purpose.
Whoa, don't just scroll that much.
And my first order as Queen of Sayunaa is for this country to join a formal military alliance with Belladorn and Gondwana, under the leadership of this coalition's founder, Lucian.
Thank you for trusting me, Queen Soha. Well then, congratulations are in order, Queen Soha Sayunaa. I suppose you wish to formally rescind the established alliance with Veridia?
You suppose correctly, Ambassador.
Then I have no choice. It is with great regret that I must inform you. Are you going to attack here? The embassy has been instructed very specifically on this eventuality. Queen Soha, the Empire of Veridia declares full and total war on the Kingdom of Sayunaa and all nations and entities who consider themselves your allies. The coming bloodshed is on your hands, Queen Soha, and you, Lucian. When the fields of Sayunaa are awash in the blood of your people, I hope you find atonement before you're utterly destroyed. There's nothing saying that he has to go back home with all his body parts. Okay, good, she's still part of my team. And nothing's changed here. It doesn't look like she has like a crown or anything. That's the first thing I'm really concerned about is my gear. I'm not really concerned about skills or the people or their personalities or the history. I'm just concerned about my gear. I guess that's the gamer in me. How does it feel to be debt-free?
I stopped caring a long time ago. I figure, the bad guys have the ability to destroy half a continent. It kinda puts a few clinks of gold in perspective. Still, nice of Soha to take care of that for me.
Good point. I was thinking. Yes, I was thinking. There's a joke on the tip of your tongue.
Who, me? Nah.
Yeah, anyway. You ever read up on the story of the Avatars? How they came to be, the ancient apocalyptic event and all that?
Well, I never thought superstition was a good use of my mental energy. Why?
Basically, conclave scriptures tell the story of a world-spanning war between good and evil. demons, constructs, the living dead, all advancing further, pushing humanity back into a last stand against annihilation. At their moment of need, they were blessed by a divine intervention and were given the power to push the enemy back. They built the city of Veridia from the location of the final battle, and were deemed divine avatars from then on.
Cool? And most people believe that stuff?
Well, yeah, but I'm starting to see a few parallels. So is magic, Kesh's curse, my augmentation, and now life fury. Not to mention the artificial magical warriors. All this stuff seems to come from a power source that just exists.
Before you go full-on religious on me, I'm sure all this can be explained eventually. Yeah, the shards and energy they seem to store is a mystery even to me. Well, not entirely. Toby and I have already figured out how this energy behaves. It's like the fabric of creation. Everything in the universe, all matter and energy, the shard's power seems to behave like a template of sorts. To the layperson, yeah, I can understand why that would seem like magic, or the divine. But I bet you with enough time I could scientifically explain all of it.
Interesting. So how do you explain Cormag?
Cormag? Well, the bigwigs call him Subject Zero, and I have no reason to believe they're wrong. From all we've heard from Kesh, Sigmund, your father, it all points to him being simply an augment. Like you, but with very little grasp on reality. Osoa says he's not human, and he seems to radiate energy just like a shard. I have little reason to doubt her on that feeling either.
All I know is that he killed my father. Then suddenly we see Albrecht become the official Emperor of Veridia, and they go on the march. They're in-game, in other words. It feels just like the story of the Avatars, a grand reckoning.
Bucking for promotion to divine figure, eh? Good luck with that. Don't forget me when you're up in the clouds protecting us mortals. Don't be a stranger, soldier boy.
Comfy. You all have been going without rest since we met. Cannot an old man rest his feet? I am prepared to fight for my homeland, down to the last drop of blood. If I fall in battle, at least now it'll be for Sayunaa. This is an exceptionally defensive fortress. It is no wonder the Veridia military focuses so much on the Sayunaari western front. What's it feel like to be queen, your majesty?
Goodness, I will never get used to you calling me that. Please, Soha will suffice.
I gotta admit, I do feel a bit out of place in this new paradigm. Grew up in Sindraka, where the idea of rulers by birthright was seen as old-fashioned, even barbaric. No offense.
I understand, dear Lucian.
I might be putting my foot in my mouth here, but don't you get that same feeling sometimes? Like all these people just give their lives for you because of your bloodline?
You may be surprised to hear, but I have pondered this at great length throughout my life. In the Sindrakan system, public figures can gain power through elections, though it is only those with great wealth who have typically succeeded. This does stand to reason, as they have the resources to expand their voice and their influence to the most people. In the Aeolian League, this is taken to a further extreme, as the government itself is a financial enterprise, with its executives being those with the most political power. In both these systems, it is wealth, in essence power, that determines who rules and who is ruled.
Yowza. Didn't expect that. You've really thought about this.
My encounters with Cormac have spurred an interest in discussing philosophy with our own Master Kesh.
Makes sense. So not too keen on a democratic system, huh?
I believe to a certain extent, at least in the realization in our world, it is simply a layer of deception upon what is essentially a plutocratic society. In essence, no different from my authority as a monarch, or the Emperor of Veridia's authority as a warlord. At the very least, the latter two systems are honest.
I take it you favor your own system, huh? Well, yeah, she's queen.
A queen cannot govern without staunchly upholding of her...
I think I'm going to read that line wrong, so I will go and improvise.
A queen cannot govern without staunchly upholding her country's governing traditions, no? Master Kesh speaks of pacifism and a middle path. Perhaps I am too young to truly digest his beliefs. Perhaps Master Kesh is too far separated from the practicalities of human life. But consider that even the most democratic society, without military power, would succumb to outside invaders, and without internal power, would dissolve into anarchy. One cannot help use Master Kesh as an example. He speaks of pacifism and the futility of power politics, yet he himself is the most educated and experienced martial artist who ever lived. He walks this world with a profound sense of inner peace, but is able to bring his martial prowess if need be, as he indeed has during our time together.
Sure enough. But I mean, are we destined for hierarchies and systems of control? What about, freedom?
People are free to self-govern, but in order to function as part of a greater system, they must yield to the hierarchy of the status quo. Seems like the alternative is unsustainable and overly idealistic.
And what happens if a challenger to the throne of Sayunaa pops up? What about a group of separatists?
It is my great hope that benevolent and shrewd governments will be proactive in avoiding such eventualities, dear Lucian. But should they fully manifest, and a peaceful solution cannot be pursued, I would have no choice but to use force. It would make me seem tyrannical for the moment, but the integrity of our civilization would be maintained to thrive for another generation. Unfortunately, many will see any kind of traditionalism or defense of the prevailing culture as backwards and barbaric. These souls would have us Sayunaari subvert our very way of life, the way of life that has built this great nation in the name of what they deem progress. We do not live our lives as the Veridians and Sudrakas do, my friend, but our identity and national heritage is extremely precious. I do not see the destruction of the fabric which holds our people together as progress, but rather a coerced upheaval to a new set of masters, who consider the well-being of the Sayunaari as inconsequential. That is why I will spill blood. That is why I will crush opposition without mercy, because what I am defending is an all too rare and precious gift. The gift which makes our people peaceful but strong, self-sufficient but kind and generous. We were not blessed with a massive plentiful land as the Veridians were, but we have still become exceptional because of who we are. The moment we lose our identity, we are doomed, no matter the size of our treasury.
What if you're wrong?
That is the great challenge, is it not? We have had truly great kings and ones who are terrible. It seems that indeed no system is perfect. I do understand the grave consequences of every one of my decisions, and I do hope that both you and Master Kesh will be available as counsel in the coming days.
No, you haven't exactly been... No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that one moment. No, you have not... You have... No. Like, previous examples of playing you show me that you don't understand the consequences of your decisions. You don't. You gave Cormag something without talking to your team, talking to your dad, or any of that stuff. You really had no reason to do any of that. And then you went and murdered your own people multiple times, in fact. So no, I don't think you actually understand the grave consequences of your decision. And maybe there are probably a lot of Soha fans out there, out of the people who play the game. But she seems, I don't buy that, because previous scenarios have shown that she is making decisions to further the plot, which, show her as being unable to make these decisions. Basically, the things that she's been doing have been making the situation worse.
My country would not be intact and free without you, whom we hope considers himself our eternal ally.
You bet. I'm not sure how much help I'd truly be as an advisor. Tell you what, I'll organize the resistance if you turn evil. Deal?
In that case, I believe I shall abandon my designs on world conquest and a reign of unspeakable tyranny.
Oh, well, that's good.
I'm grateful for your fellowship, Lucian.